What's up, guys? Today's video is going to be a little more different than usual. We're going to go over my whole week as a trader, but I'm trying to humanize and just be more transparent with you guys as a brand, to build a community and overall like all social platforms. So, I'm going to be completely through and through with you guys and show you my overall whole week and how I went. And what I can fix, go over, what my goals are for the next week, all my stats, and yeah, just overall weekly interview. Let me know if you guys enjoy this video and would like to, make this an every week thing. Or if you guys have any ideas of what content to make, as far as like, you guys can send in any trades you have like issues or questions with. And yeah, I mean, I'm not like, I've made under 100K, so I'm not completely like valid, but I have taken payouts. I have passed a lot of accounts, and overall, I think I'm pretty decent. Still have a long way to go, but yeah. You guys feel free to send in any of your trades, back tests, etc. I'll go over them. Okay, so going over my weekly stats as tasks go. I didn't do too hot this week, to be honest, as I didn't really focus on reading this week. I ate a lot. Like I want to get. I'm currently like in a calorie surplus, so I'm taking masking or I'm supposed to be tracking my macros. I'm supposed to just be eating a lot to hit that threshold. But I haven't been really tracking my meals that like macro wise as well as I could be. I haven't really been reading as often as I want to be reading. And I haven't really been playing the guitar that much. So yeah, but on the flip side of things, I have been going to the gym every day. I have been super locked in on trading, super locked in on posting, super locked in on virtually everything else. Um, Super clean, keeping the house clean, keeping myself clean, keeping everything clean. You know, clean environment, clean mind. So as far as all that goes, was doing pretty well. Just need to clean up that nutrition, clean up that reading. And but yeah, I've been super locked in on school, and most importantly, not that important because I've been like performing great, but I should be back testing more. I don't think I barely back tested this week, but I should be back testing more. And I think what I'm gonna be doing is every time I'm back testing, I'm just gonna upload the back testing session. Two birds, one stone. Make some content you guys can learn from, and it kind of serves as a journal for me. Like this whole YouTube channel is also just a very good way of. Let me see if I'm recording. Yeah, journaling. Just super great way of journaling. And yeah, this last day I was getting a car. Yeah, your boy made it. Was getting a car, so I wasn't able to like. Oh no, it was Friday. Wasn't able to do much. Today's Sunday. I'm getting all this shit done. Just have a lot of posts to do, a lot of bullshit to do, but I'm getting it done. Each day working harder than the day before. Got to work harder tomorrow than I did today. So yeah, I always take Saturdays off. Just mental reset break, and it's good. It's good for the soul. And yeah, just super busy Friday. Wasn't able to post or journal the trade. That's why I had to post a journal recap today. But yeah, just super locked. Yeah, going into next week gonna be even more better. So I'm actually gonna screenshot this whole thing. Put it as a thumbnail. All right, sorry about that. Then I'm going to go over the P&L. What everybody fucking clicked on this video for, most likely, right? So, going over the P&L, took 3 wins, 1 loss, 4 trades for the whole week. Very, very good. My evals on my P&L on my evals is 4,500. You might be asking why the fuck is it so high, but it's because I cycle accounts. So yeah, only took 1 loss. And it was completely valid, but I did end up blowing that account. Don't care about it. My XFA P&L was only like 500. I think it was 1,000 or 500. I think it was okay. It was 500, but it was supposed to be 1,000 as I put here. Why? Because XFA faded a trade I shouldn't have XFA faded. It was completely valid. I'm gonna have to check on my trading. I think I just wrote down that it was a mistake. I don't really remember being that in depth about it. But yeah, just shouldn't have faded that. Probably wasn't in the right space in mind. I was struggling with like confidence on my XFAs for the last couple of weeks, but now I'm back on it. So just super dialing that shit down on whether it should why I faded an XFA trade or why I took it on XFA. Was it a good decision, a bad decision, statistical loss, valid loss, lucky win, bad win? Well, did I get lucky, improve, refine, right? It's all about refining and improving. So yeah, should have been 1,000 on the XFA P&L because one of the wins was kind of like a B minus or like a B plus setup, which I don't take on the XFAs. The loss I did take on XFA. Oh no, I didn't. Wait, did I? I think it was actually a break even. I think it was a break even, yeah. But yeah. It was a break even and 3 wins. So the break even I took on XFA, which was all of these trades except for one. So all of these trades I took on eval. So that's the total P&L for the eval. So 1 break even and 3 wins. But on XFA I only took 2 trades with a loss, the fully statistical valid loss, and one of the wins. So that totaled me out to 500. But it should have been 1,000 because I faded that unnecessary fade that I took on eval, but I didn't take on XFA. Validness, yeah, what I was saying right now, they were all valid trades. All valid eval trades. XFA, all valid trades that I took, but missed one trade, which was the issue / mistake, right? So now, weekly overview / goals for next week. Let's go and attack this really quickly. Overall, speaking about my overall, like my tasks, I think I did pretty good overall. Never skipped gym or supplements, anything. But I need to prioritize back testing more, as I was telling you guys. Need to prioritize reading, planning my eats better, tracking him on the following week. Did great with school, just super locked in. Too much dopamine, bro. I am actually going to be deleting TikTok this week as it's kind of like affecting my live market like performance, as I faded 2 valid trades this week that I was able to come back from because fortunately enough there was a valid trade after, but that shouldn't be happening in the first place. So I'm going to be deleting TikTok, just stop doom scrolling, and instead when I like not bored but like just see price action and like I just need to wait for the setup to form, I'm going to be reading or just doing something more productive than just fucking doom scrolling, right? Because that made me already fade like 2 setups this week. I was more present, something I was struggling in my personal life. In all, just guys, like, don't be a slave to the charts. Don't think about the charts all day. Like, get off, recap, journal, and that's it, dude. Like, just go on about your day, go on about your life, and enjoy everything else, A little sauce. I'm gonna keep pushing with content and Excel. I've just been pushing straight content, just gonna keep going, and yeah. Not much to say about that. I'm gonna prioritize the guitar more, but I'm not gonna view it as a chore, but for fun. Super important to have things to look forward to, and not just slave away your fucking life. Trading overview, what I mentioned, WL301 valid loss, could have taken a trade on XFA. I already covered all this for you guys. Want to be more balanced and calm on open, so I don't end so changes I will be making in my trading. I'm just going to be waking up even earlier to really read my trading plan, which I always do, but just more in depth, and meditate just to have a more clear head. But I was more confident with my XFAs this week, which I love. But yeah, guys, I've just been like kind of like little all over the place when it comes to like building my bias in narrative and just relying more on conditions rather than like my skill in narrative, which I know I'm like dialed in, like I'm amazing at it, but I was just struggling a little bit on making it a thing of not marrying my bias, but I ended up being more neutral on most days where I should have been leaning more to one side or the other. So yeah, I'd always say being neutral for bias and narrative on the day is very, very rare. So always be leaning on like one side or the other, you know? So yeah. So goals for this week is gonna be better XFA slash eval differentiation, no rules broken. Because I think I did break one rule one day. Because I entered it a little late because there wasn't an inversion where I thought was an inversion and I had marked it out. Just a human error, human mistake, no excuse. I still broke a rule technically. Just not gonna let it happen again. Emotional mind stability. I know I've been stay consistent with my already built habits. Very important not to lack when you're trying to add more. But I'm gonna be adding more and being better at them. Gonna get more sleep. Wake up earlier. Read my plan. Delete TikTok. Way less to no dopamine. Eliminate human error slash mistakes. And I'm going to be looking for more 30-second entries to build conviction with them and practice with them. But I will not be trading them on XFA, only on evals. So that about settles it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Little bit of a different content as normally. But yeah, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless. Later.